When we were learning about the advent of Islam, we saw that Islam was growing in a very close proximity with the religion of Christianity, right? Now, we had also posed a question that because these two religions were growing in such a close proximity to each other, whether there will be a conflict that will come ahead between these two religions. But in order to understand that aspect, we need to delve into the differences and similarities that these two religions have in their doctrines and principles. So we see that Christianity around 600 AD in Europe was quite widespread and was very dominant. From west to east, it had covered already major portions on the map. Now, after a point of time in 7th century, we see in the Arabian Peninsula, the religion of Islam taking its shape when Christianity had already, taken an amount of space. So automatically then we understand that when one religion is confronting the other, then there are going to be aspects that will overlap maybe their principles and their doctrines, and of course there are going to be certain differences in them as well. Let's look into then the similarities between Christianity and Islam. The first is, both of these religions consider Abraham as their first prophet. We have already learned that there were a set of prophets that both Islam and Christianity regard, in which Jesus was also a prophet in Islam. So we have seen that both these religions have the same set of prophets, which was Abraham, Noah, Moses, David, Joseph, and we have Jesus and Muhammad, who was the last prophet. Now, both of these religions believe in the concept of Genesis, which is Adam and Eve being the first man and woman created by God. So in Christianity, we have already studied that Adam and Eve were created by God, and in Islam as well, the Genesis started with Adam and Eve. Now, in both these religions, because Jesus Christ was considered as one of the prophets, he was also considered as the Messiah, of course, in Christianity as well as in Islam. Now, both of these religions also believe that Jesus was born miraculously, and both these religions have the idea of the day of judgment. So they have the concept that there is going to be a hell and a heaven, and after you die, your afterlife will be decided, and your soul will either go to heaven or hell, and it will be decided on this day of judgment. Now, these were therefore the similarities that we saw in these two religions. But of course, there are going to be certain differences as well when these two religions are growing in such a close proximity. So the very first difference is the two different books that they follow. So their holy book, the Christians follow the Bible, and the Muslims follow the Holy Quran. So what is the holy book of Muslims? Is it Guru Granth Sahib, Bible, or Quran? It is Quran. Now, Christians believe that Jesus is their God, because as we had discussed while we were studying Christianity, that Jesus established a new religion and called himself the God, because he established the church in his name. So the Christians believe that he is their God. They ultimately send their prayers for Jesus. But in Islam, Jesus is just the prophet who came before Muhammad. Now, Muslims also do not believe in the fact that Jesus was crucified and he died on the cross, whereas Christians, of course, have the concept of crucifixion and resurrection. So, as we have discussed, that the Muslims believe that Jesus was only a prophet, as we have seen, and that Muhammad as well was the last prophet on earth. Now, Christians believe in the concept or the doctrine of the Holy Trinity. Now, what is the Holy Trinity? The Holy Trinity is basically a divine relationship between the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Now, the Father is, of course, the Lord. The Son was, because Jesus was the Son of the Lord. And the Holy Spirit is basically the Spirit that judges you or the soul on the final day of judgment. So, the Christians believe in this concept of the Holy Trinity, whereas the Muslims disbelieve in the doctrine, because this entire concept then opposes the monotheistic ideology, which states that Allah is the one powerful Almighty. Thus we saw that how these two religions, who were growing so closely to each other in such a close proximity to each other, they developed certain doctrines, certain principles and ideas based on the principles of the religion that came before Islam. And then we also saw the various differences that Islam had when already Christianity became a dominant religion. So these similarities and differences taken together would ultimately make Islam the second largest religion after Christianity to be followed in the entire world. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to get access to all our 5,000 plus amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubts resolved instantly, learn via games, and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So, at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So, register for free now.